welterweight division as another one of Britain's own, Paul "Telly's" Kelly, welcomed Rude Boy Troy Mandoloniz back to the UFC. Rude Boy Troy Mandoloniz is set to take on Paul "Telly's" Kelly.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's fight!
And here we go. Rude Boy has the white on his trunks, and he comes out quickly.
Mandoloniz, a nice knee as well. Paul Kelly just landed a nice left hook. Oh! It's a
down goes
already.
Paul Kelly. And the takedown by Troy Mandoloniz.
Troy moves to half guard. These guys are going for it right away. What an exchange here.
Way to start.
They're just going at it full blast here.
Just as promised, these two men, mutual respect, mutual admiration, but they both, as Paul Kelly said, are properly pissed off as they get into this matchup.
Kelly goes for the trip, but Mandoloniz countered it.
Mandoloniz is not afraid to stand in the pocket.
Mandoloniz.
Looking for the uppercut. Paul Kelly has talked about perhaps going to 155 in the future. He was quoted as saying that, Joe, but he was already booked for a welterweight fight when he talked about that. So 170 tonight, Paul Kelly, Troy Mandoloniz.
I think that's probably a good idea if you look at his body fat. You know, he's a strong guy, very stout fella, but it looks like he could probably make 55. I mean, especially if you look at a guy like Gleason Tebow.
Break!
They're going to break. Kevin Mulhall, our referee,
Fight!
wanting to get right back into the swing of things, literally, Troy Mandoloniz.
These guys are keeping a really fast pace, Mike. Be interesting to see which one wilts first.
Joe, not far from our broadcast position, Quentin Rampage Jackson, a new member of the Wolf's Lair, yelling instructions to young Paul Kelly.
Hands up!
Paul Kelly just landed a couple good shots there. Nice left hook. Good knee by Mandoloniz, though. Oh,
Kelly
nice
doing a
uppercut
good job.
from the plum. I like how he's landing those punches as Mandoloniz was holding on to him.
Up and over. Now looking to change. Again, he does.
I like how he does that. Throws a hook and an uppercut in there. Very nice.
Which is going to make Troy Mandoloniz.
Mandoloniz stuffs it again.
Yeah,
though.
good sprawl. It's going to make Troy Mandoloniz less, I think, less willing to get into that position with him, because he's actually the one eating all the punches.
Well, you know what it is he's pausing in there, and Kelly just doesn't give him any chance to breathe. Both these guys are just fighting at such a quick pace.
Kelly had a legendary UFC debut against fellow Brit Paul Taylor. Fight of the night.
Oh, nice body shot. Vicious body shot by Paul Kelly.
Yep, that buckled him.
Oh,
He got him
to the
again.
other side. Very nice.
Mandoloniz trying to answer. There's Quentin Rampage Jackson.
This is an awesome fight. These guys are nice, beautiful body shots by Paul Kelly.
Hands up!
Kelly with the first kick. And again he delivers to the body. Uppercut.
Don't stop! Don't stop! He's almost out!
Quentin Rampage Jackson screaming, don't stop, stay on him, stay on him.
Yep, and Paul Kelly just looked right over. Nice job.
Takedown.
Full guard. 90 seconds remains in the round. He really shook him up with those body shots, Joe. And that'll take a lot out of a man's cardio.
Mandoloniz is bleeding.
Good performance by Paul Kelly here in round one.
Mandoloniz locking up his full guard here. But Paul Kelly's landing some very nice elbows at the top. Mandoloniz rolling for an armbar. Paul Kelly's got to watch out for that left arm.
A lot of time. 50 seconds. Rude Boy cut open on the left side. Kelly, Rampage calling for body, head, Joe.
That's a nice advantage having a guy like Rampage in your corner, yelling. You know, you're standing right next to the cage.
How great did Rampage look after his training at the Wolf's Lair against Vanderlei Silva?
Yeah, they've got an excellent camp down there, man. Rampage very happy with his training there, and you know they've got a lot of camaraderie between that group.
Czech Congo looked outstanding, and of course Michael Bisping, a coach, USA versus UK on the next edition of The Ultimate Fighter. Dan Henderson, Team USA coach. Good
Paul
first
Kelly's
round for Paul Kelly's Kelly.
Covering Troy Mandoloni's face and punching him.
Kelly's Kelly, second round. His nickname originated from his gym mates.
Fight!
Here we go, round number 2.
This is gut check time for Troy Mandoloniz.
No question.
Oh, nice left hook and a nice jab.
It'll be interesting to see if he comes out cautiously or wildly. He takes the kick and then falls to guard. Kelly was able to deliver punishment ground and pound in round 1. Kelly's nickname originated from his gym mates who say Kelly walks around with his arms out like he stole 2 tellies. Paul Telly's Kelly, just a young kid, 24 years old. And now bleeding under the right eye is Troy Mandoloniz.
Man, those elbows are nasty.
Those are vicious elbows by Paul Kelly.
Troy is trying harder to control Paul Kelly's posture in this round, but you know, he's already sustained a tremendous amount of damage. I mean, that is everything. Controlling the posture, keeping the guy from getting any leverage or weight into those elbows.
Troy Mandoloniz started his training in 4th
Let's
grade.
be active.
B.J. Penn's father was his first trainer.
Man, look at these elbows.
All right, wait, let's go.
Paul Kelly's just really doing a good job of cutting Troy Mandoloniz open.
Man,
Fight!
razor sharp elbows by Paul Kelly.
I love
Mandoloniz,
that left hook that he's throwing. That is one of the most beautiful left hooks to the body that I think I've seen in MMA. And Troy Mandoloniz's face is busted up, man.
Kelly looks outstanding. Hands in great position, Joe. Taken down.
Nice.
There's a lot of fight left in this Hawaiian, though. Troy Mandoloniz.
Oh, he will not stop. He won't quit until his body breaks down. Troy's got a tremendous amount of heart. And look at that, full mount. This ain't over yet. He's got his back. This is huge.
This is big right there. He's got
This is a huge spot for
trying to
Troy
lock the body
Mandoloniz.
triangle, Joe. He's in a great position here.
He's gonna try to flatten him out here. He only had one hook, now he's got both.
Troy Mandoloniz.
He's got his back up against the cage. It's dangerous because he can turn and be on top of him, which he does.
Nicely done, Paul Kelly.
You know what? That was a product of Troy having his back to the cage right there, you know? And of not putting a body lock to secure the position.
He started that body lock, Joe, and then he went with the hook, and then once his one hip was turned, he could only go one way, and that's what Kelly was able to take advantage
On
of.
top of him again with these nasty elbows. He's relentless with his ground and pound from the guard.
2:05 remains in round 2.
Troy's looking for an opening. He's looking for an armbar or something, but Paul is just relentless with these punches.
Get the sweep!
Troy's got to do something here.
Rupo's got to defend himself. Yep, and then he
He's
tries
trying to roll over. Look at this. It's very close.
140 remains in the round. Mandoloniz looking for the submission.
Oh,
But he just avoided having the fight stop, Joe. Because Kevin Mulhall just said you need to defend yourself. Under 90 seconds in round 2. Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Paul Kelly at age 12 had his leg smashed on a motorbike. A smashed femur, 800 stitches, 13 skin grafts, traction for 6 months, 18 months of rehab. His left leg is numb from the knee up, yet he competes in the toughest sport in the world.
you can see the scar right there in his left leg. That's gigantic. That is a tremendous scar.
800 stitches. Mandoloniz had his back for a second, Joe. That was reversed. Kelly got in top position. Tried to work a potential armbar, Kimura. That was avoided, and again, it's Kelly in top position. 30 seconds remains.
Kelly's really working on that cut, that palm down elbow where they press down, put the weight on the palm, and then drop down with the elbow. He's landed that several times, and the point of the elbow is just so nasty as far as like cutting the person's face up, and you see the effects of it all over Troy Mandoloniz.
Well, when you talk about Mandoloniz, he's a tough kid from a tough town, Hilo, Hawaii, and he's proving his toughness here through 10 minutes against the Brit. Well, BJ Penn said in the corner, as you heard, he can't take your left hook. Let's see what Rude Boy does early here.
I think Eric Apple was giving him some great advice there, telling him to work jiu-jitsu. He's had several near submissions, got his back, almost got an arm bar. I think if I was in his corner, I'd be telling him the exact same thing. Take him to the ground and try to submit him.
Well, he certainly doesn't want Kelly on top of him again.
No, I mean, Paul Kelly has got some nasty ground and pound. And Kelly's looking to get the fight right back to that same spot. And Kelly's face looks like he just woke up.
Unbelievable.
He doesn't have a scratch on him. His boxing is just really coming along.
Well, you know, you see all the improved striking coming out of the Wolf's Lair. You know, starting first and foremost by Michael Bisping.
Yeah, and you know, now that Rampage is down there, Rampage is training with Paul Kelly on a regular basis, and Rampage, of course, has excellent hands.
Trying to work with that jab, trying to keep the distance, trying to size up. Now he leads with the hook.
Troy's a little tentative in this third round.
He may feel like he's got one big burst left, Joe, and he wants to take advantage of it.
Well, if I was him, I would be looking for that takedown right now. I just think he's got an advantage in the ground game. Sometimes guys, though, they get hit by a guy and they want to prove they can hit him back. You know, they get beat up in a stand-up and they want to give it back to the guy. And he's got a cut on his nose now,
man, too. Mandoloniz is beat up. Bloodied but not beaten, not stopped. Over a year off due to injuries. Kelly so motivated after the loss to Marcus Davis. He wants a rematch with Marcus Davis, the Irish hand grenade. Of course, he's also said he might go to 55.
I think 55 is a better weight class for him if he can make that cut. I mean, if you look at him, like I said, he's a very strong guy, but he does have body fat on him, and that's going to be a huge problem when you get to the giants of the division, like the Thiago Alvez's or the GSPs. They're just too big.
Well, we saw the difference in size in the well-publicized matchup with BJ Penn. Just about the midway point of the third and final round. The O2 Arena, London, England.
Troy is just basically standing in front of him at this point.
Well, Troy must know he's got to do something here different. Stuffs the second takedown attempt and gets his own.
There he goes.
And that was a tough takedown. The head went smashing on the canvas. Can he keep the position?
This is his opportunity here. He's got to take that over under and take the back. He's got it. He's got the back. He's got both hooks in. Oh, he's down. Armbar. Oh! Let it go.
Joe, this is the same thing that happened when he went for the submission earlier.
And now he's in a bad spot with Kelly on top of him. He's got to immediately go to a sweep. He doesn't have that much time left. He had another excellent position where he had Paul Kelly's back for a brief second. And you know, that might be what happened there is he didn't grab the over-under. The over-under is one of the most critical parts about grabbing the back. You have to have over-under control in order to hold that position. Over the top of one shoulder, under the arm of the other, clamp it down, pull yourself on top like a backpack. It's Marcelo Garcia's style of taking the back, and it's the most important part of taking the back. The over-under, like when Eddie Bravo teaches it, the over-under is more important than even having the hooks in. Get the over-under first, then get the hooks in. Because you can hold on to a guy with no hooks in with the over-under.
Man, he is really, really listening to Rampage. Sit back, raise the posture, the whole bit.
Look at this, Paul Kelly helping him out.
Yeah, great show of class. Here we go. Final minute of the fight.
Troy's got to just dump everything into another takedown and try to get this fight over on the ground.
Rampage just said 1 minute of your life. Oh, good jab by Kelly.
He shoots. He's got him.
Now, can he do something in 34 seconds?
Paul Kelly's got full guard now.
25 seconds.
From now, really all Kelly has to do is hold on to this full guard and ride it out.
Absolutely.
He's got this decision. And Troy has got 15 seconds left here. He's got to burst, pass, do something quickly. He can't just lay in this guy's guard.
10 seconds.
Wow. I mean, what is he? I don't know what he's doing here. He's just too exhausted.
Stand it up. Let's go.
Kelly looks like he just started the fight. It's been a long couple of months for Paul Kelly. He said he was embarrassed by his performance because it was broadcast live in the UK, but he got himself a little redemption here tonight. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Chris Lee scores it 30-27. Paul Sutherland, 30-27. And Howard Hughes scores the bout 30-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Paul Kelly!
Unanimous decision victory for the kid from Liverpool. Here's Joe.
All right, I'm here with Paul Kelly. First of all, Paul, congratulations. Great fight. Probably your best performance in the octagon so far. You really showed some tremendous improvement, especially with your boxing. Beautiful hooks to the body.
Look, that's just the way I fight. I never fought like that in my last outing. I apologise for that. I'm going to just thank Troy Mandoloniz. There was a lot of trash talk before on my behalf. I just had to put myself there, you know. He's a cool guy and thanks for the fight. Also, thanks to you guys, all the lads in the Wolfslayer.
Now, when you say that's just how you fight, meaning that you always have fought like this, it's just you're more comfortable now in the octagon, you get to show your true skills?
That means I've always fought like that. And never to Marcus, because I tried to be clever. I'm not a clever fighter, man. It doesn't suit my style, so... Anyone that I fight from now on, the minute we step in here, respect gets locked with that door until after the fight. You mean enemy until the referee's got my hands all day.
Well, awesome performance. We look forward to seeing you again. Paul Kelly, ladies and gentlemen.
Humble in victory, Kelly wins here tonight in London.